This is how the hot dog fairy saved the entire Lehigh Valley. And on Tuesdays in July, hot dogs at Potts are only $1.
I gotta find out how the hot dog fairy does this.
Welcome to Potts. What can I get you?
Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton, and sometimes Emmaus. Welcome to the Lehigh Valley with Love podcast.
All right. Welcome to the
That was your acting right there.
Welcome to the Lehigh Valley with Love podcast.
I'm your co-host.
I'm your co-host George Wacker with our other co-host Tyler Rothrock. No, I'm sorry. My allergies are like destroying me.
George, the plan was to talk about allergies, and he decided to go with this Oscar-winning performance. And I'm gonna scratch my eyes.
That's what you do. No, I'm serious.
Do you have it bad? What do you?
I read.
Was it pollen? You read.
What's weird? This is actually true. I'm not gonna fake this. I never had allergies until like 2 years ago.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, it's like I've reached the age where your body's just like, nope.
We're not dealing with.
It was always horrible.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
My allergies have gotten better.
Really?
Have you improved? Yeah.
Do you take anything?
No, I don't. I don't take anything anymore. It used to be where I would itch my eye, like I wouldn't be able to open my eyes. People I would cross people on the street, they'd be like, that guy's on drugs.
Something's
up with that guy.
I was so it was so bad. I'm like, what is going on? So I take like the regular Claritin. Doesn't really help. So I had to go and get those, you have to go to the pharmacist.
Yeah.
You bring him the card.
Like a prescription. Yes, everybody.
No,
we do know how doctors work here.
It's not a prescription. It's the stuff with the Sudafed in it.
Okay.
And you can't because you'll make meth with it if it.
Yeah. Those are the two options. You can cure your allergies or make meth with it.
Like, was there somebody at one point? It's like, I will take 40 boxes of
100%.
Sudafed. I'm very sick.
That's 100% how it goes. But we gotta guess.
But I can see. Well, I can see why they do it because I felt great.
Yeah.
But you can't do that for a long time because it's like.
Before George incriminates himself, we're going to welcome our guest today. We are joined by entrepreneur, basketball star, basketball star, John Escueda, everybody, owner of City Cuts Barbershop in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, man. My pleasure.
John has gotten some, international
Yeah.
Yes.
recognition because he started an initiative where you pay kids to read.
Right.
What would you pay George to read if he came?
He would pay us. We have.
Like, I will read War and Peace.
Yeah, right. Let's start with picture books.
Well, it was neat. Is the first time I learned about you was literally from like CNN, which is interesting.
Oh, you learned about him before you knew that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like because it was an interesting story. I mean, no matter where it happens, it's an interesting story. And then it's like Kutztown, PA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, I know where that
And
is.
from Allentown.
I'm
You went to
from
Allen High School.
Allen.
William Allen. So when did that start? When did you guys
Well,
start?
can you like for people who aren't familiar with it, can you kind of describe what the program is?
Well, it's pretty much we try to get kids to read, or sort of like an interaction with the barber, first and foremost. We want them to kind of learn the skill of speaking to people. Not being afraid of what others are thinking. So that interaction first. And then once they get comfortable with reading, obviously there's a group of people there. So not realizing that there's a bunch of people watching them. So you kind of practice public speaking in sort of a way,
Right.
but not deliberately like in your face.
Right.
So that's what the whole goal was, to kind of get them comfortable enough so that they can read in front of an audience or in front of a group and not worry about it. And the $3 is just pretty much an incentive for them to, I want to read.
Yeah.
$3 for
Yeah,
like
I'd
a
take it.
5-year-old is.
That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot.
Well,
Yeah,
how did
that's
you?
candy
When did
money.
you get the idea? Like
The
what-
$3?
No, well,
Oh,
just in general, like everything.
yeah,
and how did you make it exactly?
Yeah.
Like 4 is
Yeah.
too much.
It was a
2's
big
not
focus
yeah,
enough.
group.
definitely 2 was a little.
2's too little, 4's too much.
They have like 13 6-year-olds. Like, how much would be good for you guys? $3.
Well, we figured, one's for saving, and one for spending, and one is to kind of give it away some way, somehow.
I like
All
that.
right,
You
I
know,
like
That's
that.
how you should live your life.
Speaking of the guy with Taco Bell sauce on his
I
shirt.
thought we were going to talk about
No,
that.
now you can call me out. I'll call you out, man.
But did you like what? Were you like, hey? Did you have kids coming in and you noticed they were shy? Or?
No, it pretty much came from coaching basketball.
Okay.
I was coaching basketball for about 4.5 years at a feeder program in Allen called the Little Canaries, and starting off, they were very scared or just not wanting to communicate with each other during the games and practices while on the court, but off the court, goofy, laughing with each other, talking like they're all friends. But then when it's time to let the players know, like, this is what needs to be done, they weren't relaying that to each other. Like, they're more of like afraid to kind of
speak their
like
mind kind of thing.
Yeah.
whatever it
Assert
was,
themselves,
like a leader type of thing.
Right.
Just, I don't want to do that to my friends. I don't want to tell my friends what to do type of thing. So we prioritize that. We kind of pick one by one, like week by week, so that we relay the message to them, and then they have to be like a mini coach in front of a group of people, so they're standing up. Everyone's looking at them.
Oh, wow. So you make them, give the game plan.
Right.
Right.
Or, post-game talk or pre-game talk, whatever it was, or a play. We kind of did that with them, and it improved. Not everyone, but like bit by bit, improved like each and every week. And winning some games was like a little more easier. Communication was there. We got kids yelling, and it was just more fun. So I figured, why not bring it to the barbershop with a younger audience? So by the time they get to the 7th and 8th grade level, it's a no-brainer. I did.
Did it immediately catch on in the shop? Did you was the first time you? How did kids find out that there was an opportunity to earn some money reading a book?
Well, I mean, taking a video of it. Well, first I just wanted to kind of show other kids that other kids are doing it. So that's why I took the video. Not knowing that it was going to go viral or anything like that. I just wanted other kids to see, like, oh, he's a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, reading, and he's not scared. So you can do it. If he can do it, then you can kind of do it. So that's how.
And when you put that video, I mean, you take viral. Like, it went viral.
It's as viral as I've ever seen anything go viral.
Were you surprised? I mean, you kind of have to, like, I've put some stuff out there that is done okay. Like, you have to, your phone
like
is
a
probably
camel walking down 22. Yeah. That's the
But like I know when it's like, wow, this is going well. Like, was your phone melting? I mean, when you're on CNN, it's.
I mean, it definitely was unexpected. Not knowing. We were actually on vacation, me and my Jerry, the manager at the barbershop. The first day in Mexico. I get a notification on my Facebook. It's like 100-something pluses. Like, I'm like, what's going on? So I look at the views. It was like 1 million.
Like
1 million, and then like tons of messages come through. Then the next day is like 2 million.
Oh my god.
Then 3 million. Then 4.
You're like, we should
5.
probably go back to work.
Well, I mean, it was
who's at the shop?
Well, we closed down the shop for the week.
People are knocking on the door like, hey, you guys, we're trying to get some.
They're like, hey, you planned your viral video.
Can you Venmo me $3? I've been reading outside all day.
There's kids with books. Let me in.
Well, it was crazy because when we came back, that's when it kind of hit us. Like, this is reality. Like, news media outlet was coming, talking to us, calling. Instagram was going big, and Twitter was going big too. After that, it was just everywhere. So it's just, I mean, we're grateful for the opportunity to more kids kind of like learn about it, and hopefully they will do it at the end of the day.
So after this all like got really viral,
Right.
Did you see a lot of fresh new faces of people coming in, or?
Especially with the kids, kids who had problems with like reading or like a speech impediment. Their parents wanted to bring them in to kind of help with the issue. Not solve it obviously, but just help that other kids are doing it. So if they can see that. If other kids are reading it, then they shouldn't have a problem. Even if they were like pronounce a word a certain way, we can help them out.
This is the same kind of goes with you. Like, didn't you came from the Philippines when you were 8? When did you learn English?
Well, pretty much right there in school.
In the Philippines?
No. Here, as soon as I came here.
So you came here, you didn't know English.
None.
Zero English.
Well, I mean, yes and no, maybe just know the word.
But it's just like because English is so difficult, and then you're just like. Here you go. We're gonna put you in a city school, and good luck.
Well, it's a lot harder because here in America there's a lot more slang.
Sure. Yeah.
So different words mean different things also, and coming on for a whole different experience, a whole different world, it was just like I was more quiet because obviously I didn't want to speak they wouldn't understand me,
Right.
and I didn't want to get made fun of as a kid.
And you're 8 years old?
8 years old.
Well, so, 'cause
What grade is
there's
that?
also
Second.
So you came here second grade, not knowing the language. How long did it take you to acclimate to American education system, like where you were comfortable?
Well, I definitely had some ESOL classes too.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of helped. I'd say about like 2 years, 3 years. Like 5th grade, I was kind of more comfortable.
well, it's just like it blows my mind because like I remember in 5th grade, I'm doing whatever. I'm not trying to learn an entire new language.
It's crazy to me to even fathom. Like if you dropped me in a different country right now, as a 31-year-old, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot harder when you're an adult.
Do you think back to that time in your childhood when you're helping some of these kids
Well,
out?
yeah, definitely. You know, my experiences is kind of what started this too. Like, it's just very shy, not very outspoken. You know, unless playing basketball. That was kind of like where my outlet was. You know, it's an outlet for me. I was happy playing basketball.
You grew up in Allentown. Me and John, I can attest to this. Me and John played AU basketball together, and I was intimidated by John because he was like this really good guard from Allen, and I was this slow. I could maybe make a jump shot from Nazareth, and but then.
It's just a guy like you elbow when he's running down the court. It's just like your only.
No,
defense.
but that was like we talk. We keep in touch with our teammates, and we made like friendships. And
Well, I don't know much about like high school basketball from its, but I remember Ray Barbosa, like those teams back in. Is that the
early
time
2000s?
period?
Yeah, early 2000s. Yeah, that was really good memories back
Yeah,
then.
because I was working for a newspaper in Allentown.
Yeah.
You were
No, it was
getting
just
quotes?
huge. I'm like,
Right.
because all anybody was talking about was Ray Barbosa. I'm like, this guy must be really good if I just keep seeing
he
his
was-
name
yeah.
all the time.
But I remember we were we went to for AU. We went to nationals, and John was cutting my. You don't think this is when you first started getting the itch to be a barber, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was just something new to me. I first started cutting my little cousins, a few friends here and there, and I figured why not bring it down there for the whole week. We were there, chilling.
Yeah.
Why not get some practice in?
Yeah. Is cutting hair still the passion? Like, do you still love
Yeah.
that, even with all this other attention, all this other stuff going on?
Definitely. That's
Yeah.
what I feel like you have to kind of want to wake up and do what you want, and to make it enjoyable. So basketball is one, and then barbering kind of became my passion through that.
Yeah.
Because I look at it as an art.
Yeah.
So
So I think and not everybody is suited for like what you do, but
Right.
like to do like the entrepreneurship, to be a success, and then to give back to
Yeah,
the community.
yeah.
Like that's what makes I think your story.
And as
Great. Like
as you-
nobody's telling you, hey, you have to do this, you have to do
Well,
that. You're
I've
doing
been up at his shop. It's what's the address is.
126 West Main Street, Kutztown.
You have a lot of college kids that
Right.
come out, and it's an environment, and like you've created this environment where sports and it's like a bar, it's like a shop. People
Right.
are playing
Xbox.
Xbox,
Yeah.
and
I gotta go.
the loser has to do push-ups.
Right, right. Yeah, there's always an incentive or something. You can't just win all the time. So if you do lose, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, and there's like conversations in barbershops are like famous.
Right.
Is that something? How do you guys? What is it about a barber's relationship with the person who they're cutting their hair? What is it that like? That's like one of those relationships where
I've gone to different barbers because it was like uncomfortable.
Bad
yeah,
vibe,
because
right.
like this is like a thing. You have
I'm
to
like, wait, are you gonna start talking? Do I have to initiate
Yeah.
this? What are we gonna talk about?
No, it's our job to kind of get you to open things up. It's
Yeah.
our job to ask you questions to get a feel for how your day is going. How do you want your hair to look, or what are you going for? Any special events, weddings, birthdays, kid birthday parties, corporate events. It's our job to make you feel welcome in there.
Yeah, and then with the reading program, have you noticed that your barbershop is where these kids want to come back to?
Yes, definitely. Other side for them reading, getting the $3. It's a cool place for them to hang out. We make them feel like they're
Judged.
never judged.
Are there any like? What's the most popular book? Yeah.
Dr. Seuss's.
Dr.
Yeah.
Seuss.
Yeah,
Good.
Dr. Seuss's book.
That was my next. Authors have reached out to you
Yes.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
and you
That's
get
neat.
books sent to you from all over the place.
From all over, yeah.
Have
That
you
makes
had any
sense, yeah.
authors like come into the shop, or is that something down the road that you'd be open to?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be open to that. But we had Andre Reed come down.
Oh yeah.
He read a book.
Okay.
Yeah, we put it up there. We had people from like New Zealand send books.
Wow.
That's
New Zealand
it's
and
just
Australia.
It's just amazing to me, like when something like that happens.
Yeah.
It's the world is so huge, but it's so small.
It gets small when something like that goes viral,
Right.
right? Is anything on the horizon, like more next steps or other cool programs that you guys are thinking about doing?
No, we're just waiting for us to move to the front of the shop
Okay.
with a bigger barbershop with more barber chairs. Putting a basketball hoop in the back, for kids to play on. I wanted to kind of be like a hangout,
Yeah.
a positive hangout,
Yeah.
rather than negative hangouts.
Well, I think it's easy for some kids other than others to not have like positive male
Yeah,
role models.
right.
So when a kid can see something that you're doing and you're getting rewarded from it and you're happy and that kid sees that,
Right.
then they think, wow, so wait, if I'm a nice guy and I do the right thing and I don't have to like do all
Yeah,
this horrible
yeah.
things.
Right,
So
right.
it's-
Well, our goal is pretty much to walk out with a smile, for them to walk out with a smile. If we can make somebody's day by giving them a great haircut or just making them laugh or talking about something, then we did our job for the day. Because 15 to 20 minutes is a pretty long time. And if you're quiet, it can be pretty uncomfortable,
Yeah.
For both of us.
What's your go when you go to what do you tell them? You're like just
Dude,
This-
I'm so
Got it.
bad at this, man. Like, I keep my mouth shut, even when I know it's. I wish his shop was closer to here because I would only. But there's times where like I'm in desperate need of a haircut, so
you don't want to go. 'Cause
I'll
you
go
don't
somewhere and
wanna,
I won't name names, but it'll be happening. And I'll be like, this isn't good. I'm gonna have to deal with
Remember
this.
they give it to you and you're like, it's not. It
Yeah,
doesn't
they-
look good. You're like, looks great.
Yeah, they give me the mirror. I'm like, yeah. All right, I'm gonna call John and go up there and have him fix. Do you ever have to fix people's
A
mistakes?
lot.
Well, what's
Well,
like?
the-
What's the cool haircut now? I got that hard part.
Not
the
yours.
One time,
The hard
and then,
part.
Like where they
I
shave
can't see
in
you
the
with
thing.
Any
I
hard-
got that, and then I got home like I look like I'm.
Yeah,
for trying to be
Your wife was
25.
like, dude, you gotta shave.
She's
it,
like,
shave
oh,
it."
that's great. Did you get that in middle school? Like, I'm
But
like, it's all the
that's-
kids
I think that's
have.
kind of phasing out now.
Oh, good. See, now I can rock it.
I think that the
Sold.
World Cup really made that.
Okay,
big.
yeah.
The World Cup in I think 2016 was.
Do you do that thing where they shave the eyebrows?
We can do that. Yeah, we can do pretty
like
much anything
lines.
that you ask for. But I think the trend now is pretty much just like a tight fade with like a textured top. So that like an even look.
And even
that-
look,
yeah,
yeah.
it's-
You
something-
don't do like the things on the side?
The lines on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm gonna,
I think you
I'm
would-
gonna go up there and get.
What
like,
about
the-
your beard? We could do something with the
Yeah,
beard.
you need
Dude,
to
I
do
might
something
go
with-
up there and get
You
like
got
just
it.
like you give me what the kids are rocking.
Oh, I would love that. We would
clean
video
face.
that.
Why don't Tyler cut your hair?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can let me cut your hair.
No way. Are you kidding?
Oh man, come
I
on.
think Tyler was scissors.
I'll fix it.
Yeah, he'll fix it.
Because I've gone to like when my hair gets longer, I've gone to then like instead of the barber, you go to like a beauty salon,
Mhm.
right? And then I feel like I'm cheating on my barber. I was so sad for like the rest of the day.
Can
I
you
feel like
judge
I
a haircut?
betrayed
Can you be like, oh
Yes.
man, that's
I
not.
can see usually my regulars if they go to someone else
Uh
and they come back. I'm like, I know that's not my work.
Look, where
I just know.
where have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you been, buddy? I see you.
Usually, a lot of them would, fess up and be like, yeah, I had to go somewhere. You guys were too busy. And that's the problem now. With like we're way too busy.
Uh-huh.
So our regulars are going somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean it's a good problem to have, but
Yeah.
it's interesting because there's like a couple barbers, even the ones that I look at, and you try to get because you can do it on some of them you can do online now, and,
Right.
and they're booked for like a week. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm really happy for them. That's
Yeah.
great, but like I need to get in there.
I have guys come in every week.
Really?
Yeah, they want to look fresh.
Man, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? They're
Yeah.
coming, getting your haircut
college
every
kids
week.
looking good, ready
Yeah, I
to go
guess.
out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you see things like? Are you like in popular culture where you're like that might be a haircut that's gonna catch on?
Well, going to barber like events, what we see now is the European style. Like I said, is the texture stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I think, it's making its way over here. Not necessarily in the Lehigh Valley yet, but you would see it.
What
in
is
the-
that? What is that like?
The texture is
Yeah.
just uneven. Like
Huh.
you could actually just go with scissors and just shears and just go crazy and style it a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the look. But it's nicely faded on the side.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I think coming on this way.
Coming on this way.
And how many haircuts do you give a day? Like 15?
Average
15?
I don't know.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
average about 15 heads a day.
When you're trained, and when you're in the, maybe you're in the process of hiring new.
I'm actually training one barber student now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In that process, is it like how do you train somebody to
Well-
not fill your shoes, but
Right.
walk
Just
into
do a
what you
good
create?
job. Yeah.
We first and foremost, I want to know if they have a passion for it,
Yeah.
because I want them to wake up and like, I want to do this. I want to learn how to cut hair. I want to be good at it. Because if you don't have a passion for something, then it's a waste of time, I think. You know,
sure,
you just
yeah.
waking up like, you
Like, if you don't want to be here, why are you here?
right. You know, you got that look on your face like, this is boring or I'm not interested. But first and foremost is that passion. Once you have that for it, I think everything else takes in place. You know, you want to work and learn about it. You want to study videos and, you know, just be around barbers and the culture.
Yeah. And how did you figure out the formula? Because you do have a passion for cutting hair, but also you're an entrepreneur too.
Right.
And there's a lot of things that you have to do that don't involve cutting hair.
Yes.
And did you have to learn that as you go? Like, what would you tell somebody that wants to start their own
Aspiring
small
barber?
business? Or
Well-
just anybody that wants to start their own
Like,
small
don't do
business?
it. It's very stressful.
Well, nah, the thing was, I started at 20 years old.
Uh-huh.
So while I was working at Red Lobster, I kind of knew how to run a business from that aspect, like corporate event. You know, they were doing it the right way. It's about customer service. You know, first and foremost, if they're not happy with the food, take it back, bring in a new plate, whatever the case may be. So I knew that from there, and bring it into the barbershop. First thing first is make them happy. Whatever they wanted, you know, make them come back. And the next thing is just having to wake up and want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nothing better feeling for somebody who's getting a haircut and like, this guy knows what he's doing. He has a passion for it. I know he's going to give me 110%.
Well, besides your the hair that grows over your ears, have you ever had to did you ever cut your own hair?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've cut my own hair. Actually, I have this story. I was in middle school.
Oh, I have one too from
And
sixth grade.
I had bangs, and I cut my own hair. And it was for picture day. There's a
Oh, my God.
there's a picture in a yearbook, and it's like you. And
I hope we
went in-
have it because it'll pop up right
I'll
now.
definitely send the picture. And it's it's very obvious that I whacked maybe an inch and a half off. And then I remember I froze. I'm like, that was not good.
So we have to go deeper.
So I had to go to school and take the pictures.
Well, what was your thought?
I
man,
don't
this
know.
hair,
I thought maybe I'd
I have
spice
no
it up.
experience with this.
Uneven look. He was going for the
I was,
texture.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
going
he's ahead of his time.
I'm ahead of my time.
But
There's a picture in my yearbook where
I was in sixth grade, right? And I took my dad's razor. I'm like, I'm gonna try to edge out. I don't even know what I was doing, but I'm like, I thought I could make my hair shorter, but the razor goes down to the skin.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't really understand.
that's
this
very
time.
short.
Yes. So I did it, and I'm like, well, that was horrible, bad thing. So my dad sees it, and he's like, what the F did you do? Sits me down and shaves the sides of my head all the way around, and then that was
You just had hair on the top.
yeah.
This is undercut.
I don't think there's there are
I
no
don't think-
photos from this time period because my mom was embarrassed. She's like,
I'm not gonna
crying.
lie to you, George. That would give me nightmares seeing
It was like I don't
your face with just a little.
It's just hair on
This
top.
little
and it's shaved down to the skin.
Oh,
my
Because
God.
when I made the mistake, I went down to the skin. So
Why
I
didn't
had
you
to
just
go
shave
over-
everything?
I think we talked
We
about
discussed that. Yeah.
and it was just like, yeah, let's go with the
let's
sides.
let him learn his lesson by making him look like a crazy person.
I came to school, people are like, what are you? I'm like, oh man, it's a new style. It's from Europe, you guys. It's not here yet.
Can you cut your own hair? Do you ever cut your own
Yeah,
hair?
not anymore. You know,
Yeah.
I'm bald, so
Oh,
I just get a
okay.
straight razor shave and
Yeah.
let the other guys practice on me.
Do you? I also can't do gel. I can't ever do gel in my hair.
I've graduated to
Mousse?
pomade.
Pomade.
Yeah, that's the next big thing. Now.
Yeah. Gel. I remember I overdid it with gel
Yeah.
when I was a young kid, and I got made fun of all day because
What did
this
you
thing
do? What-
you could have chiseled up concrete with my hair that day. I put literally a half a bottle of gel. I remember putting every 30 minutes. I'm like, that's not enough gel. I'll put more in it. Put more in it, and it was just like boom.
You know what my favorite? Remember when faux hawks were in style
Fuck.
for a summer?
Yeah.
I loved that. That was my
You
favorite.
loved that?
Yeah.
What about the man bun? The man bun
The man bun is kind of getting phased out too.
getting phased out. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
It's never. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it, but it's if you have long hair,
You ponytail it.
you gotta.
Yeah.
Ponytail it. I
Put it
like
like-
the ponytail is an effective use of putting your. The man bun is just for show.
Well,
The
here, this
ponytail's
is
for
a
go.
real this is actual. I need some advice. My daughter is gonna be 3 in July, and we've never cut her hair. So her hair goes down to the middle of her back, and she's got to get a haircut. 'Cause she looks like a wild.
I think she should do the one your dad gave you. That's what I think.
But she looks like a wild child. Just hair everywhere. Do you have advice for a parent the first time they're bringing a kid in?
Yeah, how do you deal with that?
Because I mean,
First-timers.
she's got to be 3. She can sit still for a while, but
We try to let them know that, like, if you say you would come in, you know, let them get used to the environment first before they even think about getting a haircut. Kind of introduce them
Makes
first,
sense, yeah.
rather than just bringing them into a whole new world with like clipper sounds.
Well,
And,
and they think they're gonna get hurt or something. You know?
right. So, but if they see other people getting it done, you know, it's comfortable in here, then they're more willing to do it.
Yeah.
But we do have first timers who do come in, and it's tough. But if we make them smile, put something on the TV that they like, it's a little easier. You know,
Yeah.
PJ Masks is definitely a big thing for kids like 3, 4 years old.
Right.
So those are a little easier for them.
How old can somebody? I joked about earlier. I think George is too old to read at the shop. But do you have? What are the ages that you allow that to happen?
We as young as 1 year old.
You've had 1 year old.
Yeah, well, they don't read obviously, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just look at the animals,
and go through-
kind of just get like a little bit of detail of what they
Uh-huh.
want to perceive. Look at the colors, the letters, and stuff like that. But as old as I think at 15 years old was the oldest, and that was just recently.
And do you get feedback from them, or do you get letters saying, "Hey, man, I this is really starting to change my life. You know, I'm more confident.
We had a kid. His name is Isaiah. He had problems with school. You know, picking wrong friends, hanging out with the wrong people, so getting bad grades. So his dad came to us and was telling us about it. So we're more like a big brother to him, like kind of like, nah, that's not the right way to go. You know, those friends are not gonna be with you if you do get in trouble. You know, you're by yourself all the time. You're by yourself in the principal's office if you do get in trouble. So after a few talks, you know, he turned it around. He's actually in like I think honor roll and now A's and
Wow,
B's.
that's awesome.
And every time he comes in, he has to give us a report on what's going on.
Yeah,
So it's been positive ever since.
that's awesome.
That's great because there's not, you know, it's tough to have kids who, like I said, don't have those role models. But it's tough to be that role model, you know.
Right. We want success stories coming out of the bar.
Like I care about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I want.
Right. You know, we want kids to do well. So because you don't know, they might be the next president or
Right.
mayor or whatever case may be.
So for so for people to find out more information,
Yes.
and all that. So if I wanted to find out more, how do I find out more about your shop? Obviously, we go to Kutztown and visit, but if I
Yeah.
want to like look it up ahead of time,
Definitely on my Instagram page and Facebook page, it's just City Cuts Barbershop. That's where I pretty much kind of handle as much as I can through like a broad general area. And if you want to call us, 484-646-9699 is our business phone. So you could reach us that way and, or send us an email, citycutsbarbershop@gmail.com.
Cool.
awesome.
Well, John, it's a privilege, man.
I'm coming up. I'm gonna get.
Yeah, we're
that.
gonna do that. I'm gonna.
I
want to
get those eyebrow things. I think they look really cool.
I'm gonna
Should.
give you that. I'm gonna give you that retro. I'm gonna bring that hairstyle back.
I think
that your
Tyler
dad.
should shave your beard.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll give you a choice right now.
I
Let's
wish we
make
could
a-
just grow a mullet.
We'll make a bet. We'll make some kind of bet. Whoever loses gets to cut the other person or gets their hair cut by the other person.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'll do it.
You want to do it?
I don't want to, but I'll do it.
What should the bet be?
Who's winning the NBA Finals?
Oh, that'll be long done by then.
Yeah, I'm done.
What about? We'll think of it.
We'll figure it out. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Of course.
We really
Yeah, it's
appreciate
awesome.
it. This is a lot
And
of fun.
congrats, man.
Yeah.
Congrats on all the
man.
success.
Appreciate for having me and thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for watching the Lehigh Valley with Love podcast, filmed at the PPL Public Media Center at PBS 39.